Hey guys, happy Sunday. I've had a sucky Sunday, so I don't care. Don't care. It could be happy for y'all. It's not for me. And it don't have nothing to do with the 2-year-olds. They are lovely as usual. As usual. So sucky, I'm drinking out of this ugly cup from this nasty restaurant, and I don't care. I don't care today because we're gonna August budget with me today. That's what we're talking about. It's August, my birthday month, and it's starting off sucky, and that's okay. That we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep it moving because that's what we do over here. So we are gonna keep it moving. Okay, August budget with me. You guys know, if you don't know, let me drink from my ugly cup for a second. If you don't know, some of you are new. I work in education, and so I've just come off of my first week back. Yes, it is August 3rd, and I've already been back for a week. And it's been long, but a good week. It's been a good week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been marching band camp. So we have had marching band camp from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday. And only 2 of those days that we spend the afternoon inside. Every other day we've been outside all day. So I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, and that doesn't help my Sunday that I've been exhausted. I'm exhausted, and 2 of those days they had evening activities that I also went to. But the kids were great, the directors are great, the moms are great. All of that was fun. All of that was fun. My weekend didn't go left until today, but we're not going to talk about why. You might hear about it in my vlog on Wednesday. You can hear about it. So anyway, we're going to budget. So you guys know that we have a new collective bargaining agreement, but I don't even know my new pay rate yet. So I'm submitting my timesheet for last week with my old rate, but I put a note in there like, if you guys don't put it in, then I'm going to invoice for the difference. Cause yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause I want to get paid on time, so I went ahead and submitted it. So pay me, but I'm just know I'm gonna invoice for the difference. And I don't even know what they don't have nothing together. They don't. I don't know why. My attitude is tainting this video, y'all, already. But anyway, something I am excited about is I do have a new position at work this year. Oh, I meant to say before, because I work in education, it's the start of the new school year, and so I don't get paid until the end of August. So August 31st is our first paycheck of the school year because we got paid through August, at the end of the last school year. So instead of them paying us twice a month like they would normally, they just gave us all those paychecks within a week, and then we'll get our first paycheck after the new school year starts, August 31st. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But something I'm excited about is that I do have a new position at work this year. So you guys know that I've been working at the high school for the past 4 years or 5 years or whatever. I started in 2021 at the high school. So what is this? So we're going into the 25-26 school year. I started the 21-22 school year. So I've been at the high school. I love being at the high school. And then you guys know, if you've really been hanging with me, you know that I've been working summer schools with the littles, like the pre-K. Pre-K, I've been to kindergarten and first grade, 2nd and 3rd grade. But then this past summer, I went back to the 3 and 4-year-olds. Because those are my babies, y'all know that. And so originally over the summer, I wanted to just work for EC for this upcoming school year, which early childhood is what EC means. So to be in early childhood, but the position I wanted was given to somebody else already. And the position was being the classroom interpreter for the teacher. So that means the teacher signs and I voice what she's saying. Because some of the kids, deafness kids there's different levels of deafness. Some kids talk, and at home nobody signs to them or whatever, so they rely on their hearing and talking. Some kids just sign. There's just a variety of things. And so the teacher wants them to have access to both. So she is deaf, and so she signs, and she has an interpreter that voices for her. And then, so that's the position that I wanted, but it was already promised to somebody else. And so I didn't want to be that person that's like, oh, well, I have seniority, blah, blah, blah. I don't like how that comes off from some people, so I don't want to be that way. And the person that got the position, I know they really wanted it, and so I was like, that's fine. And I never want to fight my way into something that I shouldn't be in, you know what I mean? Because my comment is always, I'll be wherever I'm supposed to be. I'll be wherever I'm supposed to be, and that's where I'm gonna be. You know, so I'm not like hard, fast, stuck on any one place or anything like that. I was at first, when I first started working at the high school, but then at the end of this past school year, I'm like, I think I can change. I think I'm ready for a change, you know? And so this school year, and it just happened like on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, so because that position was already given to that person, I was just gonna be at the high school this year like normal, not a big deal. And so Tuesday, I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday, our supervisor sent out an email and say like somebody moved from the high school, like one of the kids or two of the kids moved like to like a different district or out of state or wherever they moved to, which means that they didn't need as many interpreters at the high school, but they also need an interpreter, like an additional substitute interpreter, which is like a program substitute. And that doesn't mean like every morning they call and say, oh, I need you to, like they call you to tell you if you need to work that day. I work every day, but the position is every morning they tell me where I go. And so we have 5 buildings that we work amongst. And so, and all of these are elementary. These are all elementary, and then this is the high school. So there's a pre-K to 1st grade. There's 2nd and 3rd grade, 4th and 5th grade, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then the high school. So between those buildings, every morning they'll tell me which building to go to, because that's where they need me. And so there are 3 of us that do that, and one of the girls, she can also substitute as a teacher because she's a teacher and an interpreter. I'm just an interpreter. I don't teach. Like the girl who's a teacher and interpreter, she went to school to be a teacher for deaf and hard of hearing children, and then she became an interpreter, but as a sub, she can do both. She can teach or interpret. And so I'm excited about that. Like, I don't mind going between the buildings. I think it was time for a change. I think that sometimes, or I can only speak for myself, if I stay one place too long, you can become complacent. You know, I can become complacent. And I feel like maybe that's what I was feeling towards the end of last year, because I felt like, I was like, everybody getting on my nerves. I feel like everybody was getting on my nerves. I was like, so I was happy for the school year to end. I was very excited to see the littles over summer school. And now I'll get to see them because I'll probably be at the high school the least during the daytime. But also before I took the position, and so the supervisor, she sent out an email asking if anybody was willing to do it. She was going to appoint somebody anyway. And so she was like, before I do that, I would love for somebody to volunteer. If somebody want to volunteer, great. Like if somebody wants to do it, great. Because I know she wouldn't have wanted to put somebody there that didn't want to do it. And so I called my supervisor on the phone, and I, just to talk to her about it, I was like, I do all this work after school at the high school. I was like, let me talk to the athletic directors and see if they'll still let me do that. And if yes, I'll definitely take the position. And so sure enough, I went to talk to the athletic director. We have a new lady. She is the administrative assistant for the athletic director and the assistant principal. And so they are the ones who decide like who's working the games and stuff. Like they send out the emails, but then they assign people to work the games. And so they say, yep, sure, you can still do it. We don't have a problem with that. And so based on that, that's why I went ahead and accepted that position. So I am excited about this. So every morning it could be something different. And so I am looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. And so it's not that the high school was like monotonous, but I think if I would have done it another year, I might have had a difficult time, So I think it was time for me to like do something different. And so I'm okay with that. And then she even said, I can't promise that you'll be able to get back to the high school like permanently or anything like that. And so I'm like, that's fine. Like, I don't mind doing something different. I'm still an interpreter. I'm still working every day. And then I get to see the littles. I like that I get to build a relationship with the kids at all the sites and not just like at one site, So yeah, that's where we are. Speaking of the new school year, we're supposed to get a new pay or a salary letter. I have not gotten that yet. I presume it'll come within the next couple weeks, before it's time for us to get paid again. And so I don't know my new hourly rate for marching band. I don't know what it's going to be. So I submitted my timesheet with the old rate. So we'll see what happens. Just give me the money. That's all. Just give me the money. We can figure it out later. We can fix it up later, figure out what we got to do. So based on that, because I don't have a new salary letter, I don't know what my first paycheck will be. And so this August budget breakdown is just going to be based on my normal take-home pay, which was twice a month. I would bring home $1,221 and some change. So this is like based on that, because otherwise I just don't know what it'll be. And it should go up a little more significantly than just the cost of living increase because of our new collective bargaining agreement. We should be making more money. And also in our agreement, there is a stipulation that we get 100 minutes a week of like hands down time. So at the high school, that was pretty easy. Like that was kind of easy to fit in because we each had at least 90 minutes during the week, at least. But now they still have maybe a little more, I don't know. But at the elementary schools, it was very difficult for them to get that just because of, little kids just have higher needs than the high school. They don't need anybody to take them to the bathroom or, just be with, it's not the same. And so that'll be interesting to see how that works out. Because I presume if we don't get those 100 minutes a week, then we invoice for it, since it's in our agreement now. Yeah, so those are some changes. The first couple weeks is not going to be too bad because, of course, we're just getting in the swing of things. Tomorrow and Monday we do our CPI training. Wednesday is orientation all day, and then Wednesday evening I have marching band. So me and my team, we alternate Wednesdays, and so I'm taking the first Wednesday. And then on Saturdays when there's practice, he and I are both there. So there's three Saturdays in August where both of us are working because it's the 9 to 4 days. And then for competitions, we alternate those. And then at the end of the marching band season, there is a marching band competition at Illinois State University, and we'll both go to that. Hopefully we go to finals this year. So far, the show is pretty fire. So I'm really pulling for the kids, rooting for them to be able to go to finals this year. Our band director, this is his second year there. So I know he's really hoping to go to finals and things. So I'll still get to witness all that next year. I don't know if I'll be able to do marching band because I do get to still do marching band because that was because I'm volunteering, that was like one of the things I used for leverage. I am willing to go if I can still do marching band this year. I don't know what that'll look like every year. I don't know if I'll be able to do it until that student graduates. It would be great if I could, because I feel like since I volunteered, I feel like, then give me something in return. Because technically, for me to go over there, I would be losing money. If I don't get to do marching band, if I don't get to work for the high school, I would be losing money. So really the only reason that it works out for me to go over there is if I still can earn, have the same like potential income earning activities. You know what I mean? So yeah, so based on my $1,221 paycheck, it should go up. So this is my breakdown, and this is the second paycheck of the month. So when I got paid at the end of June for all those paychecks, it went through the first paycheck in August. So all that's been taken care of already. And so now we're at the end of August. And so this is what my paycheck breakdown looks like. So it would be, my tithe would be $166 because I make $1,650 something dollars and change. That's what I make. And so I just round it up. So my tithe would be $166, which is a tenth. And I tithe a tenth off of my gross income, because the money that I make, even though I don't bring it home, it's still benefiting me. It still goes into my union dues. It goes to my healthcare insurance. It goes to different things. And so I'm still benefiting from those things. And then my personal maintenance is $60. And that's for like hair, nails, medication, because I don't do those things every time. So $60 can cover me, but I might increase it actually. I might increase it just based on what my paycheck like increases to. It says big yellow cup. It should say big ugly cup. That's what it should say. All right, my car insurance is $121.69. For the purpose of this, I think I just rounded it up to $122. My rent is $500. Groceries is $100. Gas is $100. Canva is $15 because I use Canva to do my thumbnail. Really, that's all I use it for. But I use the paid version, but I can write it off at the end of the year. So things that like are monthly subscriptions, like Canva, I can write off at the end of the year. I can write off InShot at the end of the year, and I can write off my phone. I believe, because he asked me like, did you buy a phone? But last year I hadn't bought the phone, like I hadn't paid anything for it. And so this year I'm just going to tell him this is what I've paid every month, and whatever he does with it, because it sounds like I can write that off too, because I use it to record for YouTube. I don't pay my cable, my brother does, and my rent is $500 because me and my brother are roommates, and so he actually pays the bulk of everything. I only give him rent money, and I think in every year I go up $50, so that'll probably go up to $550. Let me just make that change now, so that, because I don't like to take advantage. I don't know what the rent is. I don't know what any of the utilities cost. He pays for that. He never says anything. So I just want to make sure that he notices that I am trying to help. Trying to help. It doesn't sound like he really needs my money or anything like that, but I want to be diligent. I just want to be a good steward and not take advantage, So that's going to go up to $550. And so then I will have $108 left. And that's just based on the $1,221. And so that's where we are. And so whatever's left, the goal is to pay that towards my car loan. And so because I'll be working every other Wednesday and every Saturday rehearsal, and then every other competition, my paycheck will be more than normal for a little while, like probably through the end of October. It'll be a little more than normal. And so whatever that extra pay at the end, that's gonna just go towards my car payment or my car loan. So right now, you guys know my car loan is like $4,100 and something dollars. And so I'm excited to just get that taken care of before the end of the year. And I'm really thinking that I'm in a good position to do it. So now my YouTube income. So this is August. So for the month of July, I earned $311 and some change. And so you guys know, whatever you earn in 1 month, in July, I won't get it until August. And so my goal for YouTube this month, or for July, was $400. I did not make that. I only made $311. And so that's fine, I'll take it. And so 66 of that was from June, because in June I didn't meet the $100 threshold because I wasn't posting as much. In July, I went back to posting at least 2 videos a week. And so then I made up, it came up to $311. So from that, I'm gonna tithe $32 and my car, and then the $279 left over, I'm gonna put towards my car. And so I'll get the YouTube check. YouTube will come through on the 21st. And so it'll come through on the 21st of this month. And so whatever I make this month in August, I'll get like on the 21st of September. And so that's where that is. So my, what else am I gonna get? I'm gonna get the marching band check, whatever that looks like. Yeah, I'll divvy that up when I get it. But that is my August budget breakdown. And so when I actually get my upgraded paycheck and my upgraded pay and stuff like that, I will definitely let you know. And then when I get paid at the end of August, if any of these change, I'll let you know. The tithe will change, of course, because I'll be making more money. Personal maintenance might go up. Car insurance should stay the same. Rent will go up the $50. Groceries and gas will stay the same, and Canva will stay the same. And so what I'm trying not to do, I'm not trying to add on any line items. I want to just, I don't want to add on any line items. I just want to keep everything the same, and then put as much as possible towards the car. So that is the goal. That is the goal. And so, yep. So that's where we are. So that's where we are this month. Hopefully I'll get that in the next week. Thank you guys for watching the vlogs. I think they're fun to make. Those are like the behind the scenes. So you'll find out my issue, my Sunday issue, in Wednesday's vlog. And I have not yet finished my notary course. I know I was like gung-ho about finishing it before I started marching band, and then I thought I would be able to finish it like Monday night and Tuesday night of marching band, but I came home so exact. Monday night they had a field trip, so I didn't get home till like 9:40 that night, and so I definitely wasn't gonna start it. And then after that, I was just exhausted. I came home and I laid down. I didn't even cook anymore. I was like, I can't even cook because we're outside all day and we're on our feet all day. And so yeah, I wasn't ready. I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. I just wasn't. I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. I thought I was ready. What I need to do is be then worked out and stuff. Like, I can't just come off of doing nothing physically during the summer and then think I'm gonna be running around with the children. So I need to work out. And so tomorrow, definitely Monday morning, I'm gonna start back working out. And then just getting up like 4 o'clock, I'm back to my 4 a.m.s. Just back to the 4 a.m. Done. Put a pin in it. Back to the 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Wake up, devotional, workout, hit the streets, going to work. Done. So tomorrow I got to be there at 8:15, I think she said. 8:15, and then they are providing lunch Monday and Tuesday, and then of course the orientation on Wednesday. What's Thursday? Thursday is the orientation at the high school. So I'm following the high school schedule since I already started. So I'll be following the high school schedule. So I'll go to their orientation on Thursday, and then Friday is new students in new students and freshmen, and then Monday is all students. And so the elementary school don't even have classes until that following week. Like, I don't think they start classes till the 14th. But like, so I'll be at the high school on my birthday, the 11th. And then the 12th, I'll probably go to whatever elementary school, because then start their orientation week. And so we'll just see how that works out. We'll see. I'm going to be somewhere different probably every day. I'll probably spend a lot of time at the first site, the kindergarten to first grade. I can feel like I'm going to be spending a lot of time there, or fourth and fifth grade. So those two, I think, are like the higher needs usually, where either people are absent or we have students with IEPs. And so they just need more adults in the room. Obviously, I'm an interpreter, but as a sub, I could also sub for a para. And that's fine with me, as long as y'all paying me the same. Like, I'm good. I'm good on that. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. I have an hour to get this video up to y'all, because the goal is to have it up by 5. It probably won't be up by 6, until 6, but that's okay. All right, see y'all next time. Actually, watch my vlog on Wednesday.